Hello, creep faces, and welcome to a little figure action. Over the last week and a half, a couple of my viewers and friends have asked me, what do you think about all this Comic-Con stuff that just happened? What do you think about the new releases? And I was answering them, and I was answering them, and I was answering them, and then it hit me. Just do a video. Tonight at 5, video killed the radio star because the radio star was unaware of the chain of command. Yeah, it was just good to do a video because the truth is there's so much to talk about, and I had so many texts and so many emails to me that it was time to just do this. So you know what? We're going to have a little San Diego Comic-Con figure action. It's figure action. I'm going to start with some of my favorites. MEZCO. You're my boys in New York, and I love ya. MEZCO did some good shit. I'm focused on the 112, all right? Because here's the deal. I'm not going to go over every single thing that was released. Apparently that turns me into a vampire. Every single thing that was released. I will not go over all of them. I will not do it. So day one for MEZCO, they did a Living Dead doll drop, which was like a Halloween 2, which is cool. I have notes. Because it's too much to remember. That was pretty cool. We got the Joker by Gaslight. Now that one was, I think it was their very first reveal, but it also got filled super quick. There was people that had that fucking thing the very next day. Like, they were obviously in New York and New Jersey, but still, the turnaround on that was fucking wild. I should probably preface that. They didn't, announce it and release it. After Comic-Con, the Joker has already been fucking released, sold, sent, and landing. Mine should be here Saturday. Because I also have a Gaslight Batman that's on the way. Building the I hope they build on this whole Gaslight thing. I would love to see, because I'm not even sure that Joker was in the cartoon. Because I watched the cartoon, but I can't remember, honestly, if the Joker is actually, in it. But either way, I would love to see them, do a bunch of the characters, how they would be back then. That would be awesome. I will collect the entire line. I have a couple MEZCO Batmans, but I don't collect the entire line. For some reason, Gotham by Gaslight makes me want to collect it, which is cool. I think it's because I like gritty. Nitty gritty. Also, speaking of nitty gritty, my favorite of all the reveals that MEZCO did, and it happened on day one, was the Dick Tracy in Flat Top 112. What the fuck? Were they reading my diary? I love Dick Tracy, and I've wanted a Dick Tracy figure for a very, very long time. When I was a little kid, for some reason, the dollar store in the middle of West Virginia carried Dick Tracy toys. So my mom bought me some of them, and I loved them. That was fucking awesome, and I just always remember that, and I never saw him again, and I've always loved the yellow trench coat and the yellow hat, and the fact that there's a flat top coming with it. I hope it's a 2-pack, to be honest. I hope they do it like the Dawn of the Dead 2-pack, instead of doing a Dick Tracy and then a flat top. I would like to see an actual Dick Tracy pack. I would also like them to build upon the Dick Tracy line. If you're going to do G.I. Joe, which literally everybody is doing G.I. Joe. And I get it if you're a G.I. Joe fan. This is probably creme de la creme, top of the mountain. You're super excited. But I don't collect G.I. Joe at all. So seeing it everywhere is a little overwhelming. But you know what? I'm sure you guys feel like that with Turtles. And I don't ever get tired of Turtles. So I feel you. Okay? Moving on. Day 2, there was a 5 points Popeye and Bluto Oxheart. I don't collect 5 points. Looked pretty cool. I do collect Popeye, but only in 112, because that's the only MEZCO that I buy. Okay, so then they dropped 2 more 112s that day. So they did the Spider-Man, $20.99. I don't know about you guys. It looks awesome. Spider-Man is my absolute favorite superhero, and I don't have any Spider-Man figures. like at all. I do have a pre-order in for Sideshow's original Spider Suit Spider-Man, because that's what made me fall in love with Spider-Man. But, I don't own any Spider-Man figures because they don't do enough of the classic stuff. And even though I collect movies, I'm not a fan of any of the Spider-Man movies except for The Amazing Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield. And if you disagree with me, that's okay. He's still my favorite. And you don't get to decide that. Yeah, I just loved how he was a smart ass and he had a skateboard. And he just, the one I fell in love with in the 90s, the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, that's the one that he was. Anyway, so the Spider-Man 2099, good looking dude. See him right here. The suit's pretty cool. I just hope to see more Spider-Man iterations in the future. And then they also released Firefly from G.I. Joe. Not Firefly, the sci-fi show. Is that what the sci-fi? It wasn't called Firefly, was it? Serendipity? Wasn't Serendipity? Spacefly, Spacefire, Space Firefly. I don't know. I fucking don't know. Anyway, G.I. Joe figure, Firefly. Like I said, not interested in G.I. Joe, but I'm covering it because 112 is my jam. Day 3 was Godzilla, which was cool. It's not something I would collect. It looked like one of those MSD, MEZCO select somethings, MSD fucking Godzilla. But either way, MDS, because they did a Batman and Robin the same day. What? Batman and Robin MDS, and then 2 more 112 reveals. Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. I am here for the horror, and even though there's no other Silent Hill figures, I think I'm going to grab that one to go with my Death Dealer, because I think they would pair well, and I'm going to add that into my Doc Knock world. I want it to be fucking horrifying. Horrifying. I've actually thought about getting out of Gomez and do more of it, Doc Knock, you know what I mean? Because it's too much money. And they released a Robin. They didn't show any photos. We have no clue how it's going to look, but you have asked, you now have received a Robin for your Batman. Everybody rejoice. I don't care. Will I buy it? Yeah. I have 3 MEZCO Batman, another on its way, a bunch of NECA Batmans. Of course, I'll take a Robin. They also had some drops. So the week before San Diego Comic-Con, they dropped the second Baker's Dozen, which said in stock, bought it, and I still don't have it. Whatever, right? But then they also released a new Gomez, Secret Agent Gomez. 00 G, I think is what they're calling him. 00 Gomez. He has a white coat. He's much like the agent. So it's cool that they expanded upon him. He had a lot of cool stuff. Unlike all the other ones where he was in stock in the years before, in this one particularly, he isn't going to ship till October, which is cool. I don't care. I bought him anyway. So look forward to that because it will be on this channel. And then like a couple days later, they launched another Black Skull Death Brigade. And I'll tell you what, a new Black Skull Death Brigade. Now, I like these guys a lot. He's cleaning his teeth with his knife. It's my fucking favorite pose. Yeah, you like that? So, I love the Black Skull Death Brigade. The Black Skull Death Brokers I grabbed too, because obviously they have, they really highlighted the glow in the dark, which makes me think there'll be more. And I'm really stoked to get another one of these guys, the new agent. So my MEZCO is growing. I love these two. I think it was cool to add these guys to the mix. MEZCO gets their games and their exclusive releases. That gets a fucking A+ from me, like A++. Their reveals compared to, I think, was it Toy Fair or was it San Diego Comic-Con last year? They released a bunch of shit. Either way, it was nothing compared to the other one. Dare I say they blew their load? Dare I say it? MEZCO killed it. All right, so the next section is actually just filled with shit. Our boys at NECA killed it. I'm going to say this. There's a lot of toy companies out there doing a lot of things. I am very critical of NECA. When figures break, I call them out on it. When they're snarky in a negative way, I call them out on it. I'm always critical of them. I'm critical of them because they are one of my favorite brands. I own a lot of their stuff, and I love it. I care about that company. I have been purchasing from that company since I was 17 years old. And as for all the shit that I give them, I'm going to throw this out there. Whether it's San Diego Comic-Con, whether it's Toy Fair, whether it's in between, as far as licensing, they fucking crush it. Fucking destroy it, man. I just, in an hour, the shit that they unloaded on us, it was just amazing. And, you know, yeah, I know a lot of people will say, well, they're giving us all this shit and it's all gonna break. Well, you know what? We can fix it, guys. Right? We build dioramas. We're good. We'll make them bigger, better, stronger. We'll $6 million man them, and we'll be on the next level. So don't worry about that. The point is that their sculpts are golden, and they're giving us a bunch of licenses. So, once again, I'm getting ready to jump into this section, but I must say, no one's bringing it to the table like them right now, other than Sideshow. Seriously. Sideshow and NECA, as far as licensing, they're the ones bringing it to the table. That being said, let's go. So they did 1 hour to say it all, and they had a bunch of shit. I'm going to fly through this because a bunch of this stuff I don't care about. No offense. I just don't, some of it I'm not going to collect at all. For instance, Back to the Future figures. I love Back to the Future. I don't have any of the figures. I don't like the Marty head sculpt, and that's why I won't get them. If I thought the Marty head sculpt was better, if it had more of a Michael J. Fox likeness, I would delve into that. But for Back to the Future, instead of buying their entire line, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to buy a Sideshow Marty on eBay for way too much money, because that's where it's all available. Anyway, they announced the Biff #2. So Biff from Back to the Future 2, they showed his painted sculpt, which was awesome. And they also showed you an 85 Doc Brown. I do love Christopher Lloyd, but once again, without Marty, I'm not doing it. But so the 85 Doc Brown looks really good. He looks dope. They announced the boys. They showed you a new sculpt of the Black Noir. Not fully painted, but he was on there with that Gina lady, who is a costume designer. Good sculpt. I think I'm eventually going to collect that entire boys line, to be honest, because I love the show. Like, I really love the show. I just haven't started yet as far as collecting them. And they also showed you A-Train's feet, which was kind of like a sad reveal because it didn't show you a lot of it, but was also kind of funny because, like, that's his moneymaker, his feet. So it was kind of cool that they showed you his legs. I just thought that was funny. Moving on to horror. They did a bunch of horror figures. They're full-sized Chucky. Man, I wish I would have ordered this thing. I didn't get it when I could have got it. And now I think you can still pre-order it from Entertainment Earth for like almost $500. I hope NECA puts it back up on their site because I would like to buy it from them. But I think I'm going to end up getting him, the life-size Bride of Chucky doll. I went and saw Bride of Chucky on my 13th birthday, and it just stuck with me. They're also going to do a Mego Bride of Chucky 2-pack, which is awesome. I'm not going to get that, but looks cool. They're going to do a Halloween 2-pack with Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers from Halloween 2. Now, I already have the Halloween 2 Michael Myers Ultimate with the bleeding eyes. And I also, I'll show a picture now, I have the stairwell scene, or the porch scene from Halloween 1 with the original Loomis and the original Michael Myers, which I'm going to do a video on them for Halloween this year. So stay tuned for that because I love that set and I'm going to cover it again. So it's really cool to get another Loomis. I'm really excited about that. I will be getting that. I will probably be getting 2 or 3 of those because I need a bunch of Loomises so I can mod them because he's in a bunch of the movies. So I thought that was a really solid release. They're going to do an Ultimate Creep coming up from Creepshow. And that's pretty cool too, because I like the Creep. I like Creepshow. I like everything that's involved with Creepshow. And I have the original figure up there. So to get the TV show and the original one, solid. The Thing. So they released Station Survival McCready. And it's a Walmart exclusive. I ordered 2 of them already. There is a link where you can order them from. I'll put it below for you guys so you can see it. I don't know if they're still available, but I ordered 2 of them because I wanted 2 flamethrowers. Either way, they said they're going to do a lot more Thing figures coming up. And I'm really stoked for that because there's no way they're not going to kill this. I'm really giddy about that. Like, when I first saw the sculpt of Kurt Russell's head on the Thing figures, I was kind of upset. But you know what? I don't care. I want to collect the entire line, and then I can find somebody to do a custom head sculpt for me, and I will nail that shit. But either way, I'm glad they're tackling the Thing. That is my favorite movie of all time. I watch the Thing multiple times a year. There is nothing that I love more than that movie, and I have prayed my entire life to get figures, and now we finally have them. So celebrate. More Universal monsters. They released the Wolfman. The Wolfman is my favorite. That is my favorite Universal monster. Hell yeah, that they released him. I hope we get a black and white. He's colored, but that's cool. You know, I like a colored version. But they released the Mummy. That was their reveal. The Mummy. I'm gonna get all of them. I'm going to get all the Universal monsters. So obviously that was definitely one I was excited about. They talked about Predators: The Lost Tribe. I don't really collect any NECA Predators except for the movie from 2019, Predator, the Shane Black one. I love that movie. There's an Alien versus Predator figure repaint they did. Those are cool. You know me, I support anything that they're going to, do with the movies, which brings me to our next movie, Gremlins 2. They released a 2-pack with a construction worker and the Acme one. I think he has like the thing. But then they also announced Brain. And Brain was one of my favorite characters in that film, so that was really cool. I hope they released the vegetable guy, because he was also one of my favorites. They released more gargoyle figures. They're going to talk about gargoyles. I'm not going to collect any of these at all. I did like the show as a kid. I did enjoy it, but I don't have a want for gargoyle figures. They, I guess they showed more of the first one that they had, the main character, the lady gargoyle. They showed more of that. And then the old gargoyle. I don't know any of their names. I'm sorry. Not my cup of tea. And now, for the best part of all NECA stuff, they did some TMNTs. So, Unmasked Casey Jones, total winner. I didn't get the first Casey Jones Raphael 2-pack. I missed out on it. I'm not paying aftermarket prices. But I really like this. Casey Ultimate with the unmasked version. It comes with a lot of great accessories. At the end of Comic-Con, they showed us the packaging. Love it. Fucking love it. It will be in the collection. Out of the park. A secret shredder. Apparently it's supposed to be like the European exclusive, and they sculpted like more of a WWE belt kind of thing on it. I will get it because I have the first two, but like I don't need another super shredder that's purple. But that being said, the original one they released was from the movie accurate, great. The second one was the Black Chef Boyardee, great. This one's the European exclusive, great. That's what happened back in the 90s. So that is kind of cool that they've tackled each one of those. They released the Secret of the U Shredder. They showed us that, and he looks awesome. His suit's purple, his helmet's fucking spiked up. He looks badass. And what do you think? How this one's like real sparkly. See that? So we get a new Oroku Saki. And you know what that means. If we have a new Oroku Saki, that means we're going to get Secret of the Used Turtles. Fucking awesome, man. Can't wait to get Secret of the Used Turtles. This guy looks fucking gnarly. So anyway, Secret Shredder. He's coming out too. They showed a Mirage Fugitoid picture. I don't know how accurate this is going to be to the comic, but I imagine spot on. First of, I hope, many Mirage comic figures. I have a couple Mirage comic figures up there. I don't have the April, though. It'll be good to see them redo it now with better tooling. They showed more of the Anthrax and Scumbug pictures, but we already have those and we already ordered them. So those are already in the bag, baby. I ordered those back in the a couple months ago. Pre-ordered. We'll see when they come out how fucking solid they are. They showed us Wingnut and Screw Loose. Hell yeah. They look awesome. Apparently they were originally going to do Wingnut in a ultimate pack with Screw Loose as a side character, but they just decided there was too much, so they're going to do a 2-pack with them. Cool beans. They showed us Chrome Dome's packaging. So Chrome Dome's packaging looks solid. They already showed the figure, so it wasn't like a reveal, but now we know the packaging, and Chrome Dome is awesome. So obviously adding him to the collection. My favorite thing they announced was Dirtbag and Ground Chuck. I have been fucking waiting for a Dirtbag figure. Like, Dirtbag's one of my absolute favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters. I fucking love that one. He looks cool as shit. It's great to get him. But the thing that really, like, makes it even better, Paul Harding sculpted these. Paul Harding. Do you know who Paul Harding is? Paul Harding is a sculptor who just does magnificent work. He's designed some of the greatest Sideshow stuff. He has designed some of the greatest McFarlane figures. He is they went out to the draft and they got number 1, and they brought him in to do some figures. And I told myself as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh my God, dude, I hope Paul Harding does more of these. And what did he put on his Twitter? Boom. A silhouette of Toka and Razor. So we will be getting more of them. And fucking Paul Harding is going to do them. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Twitter. Follow Paul Harding. If you don't know who he is, you need to. He's a fucking great artist. And in the film collectible world, he's tops. Paul, I love you. I love you, Paul. Let's talk about their drop. So they did a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive too. And by the way, end of my notes. They dropped a Channel 6 News San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It was just a news crew. Okay, I almost said fucking awesome, which it was, but it was a news crew. It had Vern, it had April as the cat lady, and a lot of people got mad because there wasn't interchangeability. We're gonna talk about that in a second. It had it had Vern, Irma, and then what's the dude with the big jaw? The boss, Ned, Ted, April, what are you doing there? And he always had that lady with him. I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. He is the news station manager or whatever. Terrible guy. Anyway, I mean, I'm okay with getting one of him, but I don't care about getting one of him. I'm excited about the news station accessories, like the cameras and stuff. That's cool. That's super cool. So I'm pretty happy about that. It was like $189.99, I think is what I got charged. Because, yeah, I landed it. There will be one of those on this channel this week. I wish this week. So I got one of those, and it came with a swag pack. But the thing that sucked is they only made it in large and extra large, and that's weird. You figure there's a lot of medium market for these guys. I had to get the extra large because the large sold out. The large sold out in like fucking 15 minutes, and then the extra large was available for like an hour. So if you didn't get it, I don't know how. It was fucking great. I think I'm going to just take it and put it on the back of one of my vests. You know what I mean? And I think that'll work well. Do I wish they made medium? Yes. I hope they correct that in the future. But I don't have any gripes. I really like this pack. I would have loved to see more something movie, or if it, No, I like this pack. My only gripe about the pack is April. And I get what they're saying. Like, would you want an April buck with a hole in it and like she's painted different ways? Dude, don't tell me she can't be painted in different ways when Vernon's got like these and then he's got these arms. You could have done that, right? You could have done that. I get why you said that. Like, I get why that's one of your retorts, but like don't lean on that because it doesn't matter to any of us. Like, they're like, but there's a hole in the back. I would have stopped it up with clay. I don't care. But that being said, okay, with all the gripes, because we always gripe, it's a solid set, and NECA has said, I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram, but they did say after San Diego Comic-Con, we will be getting re-releases of April and Casey cartoon. It's a definite. It's going to happen 100%. Fuck you, scalpers. So that was it for NECA. NECA killed it. My last thing I'm going to cover for San Diego Comic-Con is Sideshow. because I paid attention to Sideshow. I didn't really pay attention to anything else. And with Sideshow, they had some cool releases, but there's only one thing I'm going to call out here, because I don't think a lot of my people collect Sideshow. They did like a Batman suit, which was cool. They showed you the dude, because the dude abides, right? From the Big Lebowski, but I don't think he was a Comic-Con reveal because I pre-ordered him like 2 weeks before Comic-Con. I was on the I'm on the Sideshow RSVP for a bunch of figures, and he's one of them, so I got money in on him, so you're going to see him on this channel. But the biggest thing was they showed King Shark. Dude, he looks so fucking cool. Like, I have to fucking have King Shark. I have to have him, but he's not up for pre-order. He's not on their website. They just showed pictures of him. So you can see, like, on their Instagram, on their Twitter, right here. You can see he's fucking amazing. I love what Sideshow does with a lot of their figures, but for King Shark, there's just something about him. He's a little bit of a different character. He's a different class, and I don't know if they're gonna do it like they did with their figures that have the seamless skin. You know what I mean? But I gotta get my hands on him. Sideshow. How? How do I get my hands on him? Please tell me how. And that was my San Diego Comic-Con kind of coverage. A week after San Diego Comic-Con, NECA did a cool thing where they released Mondo and Muckman literally yesterday, but I slept through it. I didn't sleep on them. I literally was asleep during the drop. So I had to pay aftermarket for those, I guess. Could have got them for less than $100. That would have been sweet. I appreciate you tuning in. We have gained a lot of new subscribers in the last month, which is fucking cool. Welcome, people. Appreciate you. I'm going to bring you some more of the funk. And some more of the grooves. There's no music. Post-edited. As always, creeps, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, keep on collecting. And be easy out there on Easy Street. And also, let me know what your guys' favorite Comic-Con reveals were. If there's something I didn't cover that you think I would like, put that shit in the comments, because I'll go check it out, because I'm all about seeing stuff that I didn't know about before. Thanks, guys. Good seeing you. And I will be bringing you some other cool unboxings. I dug a lot of stuff out of the other room, so that's going to happen. Okay, we fucked around for 3 minutes. Let's rock and roll. Okay, I'm going to start off with my favorites. Because, yeah, just drive through here really loud. That would be awesome. Thank you. This just in.